And this over here is the deluxe version. This is the coin-op amusement vending machine.
This is the one for the arcades. This is the one for the time foosball.
Everything else is the same except for...
You notice here we have a score, game time, and visitor score. And when we start the game, the LEDs come on and it counts down time. We have a timeout button right here. You can actually call timeout with the button. We have sound effects. We have a dollar bill acceptor and a quarter acceptor. And here's where you actually start the game. You put the money in, you hit start, then the game comes on.
What happens when you hit the timeout button?
The LEDs change from the game time into a 30-second timeout. And you get 30 seconds, and at 10 seconds left in the timeout, you'll hear a couple beeps, beep, beep, and then the game clock comes back on.
This is also adaptable for a card reader too. Let's say you wanted to put it in some place like Dave & Buster's.
We have a PC board, and it's just another couple lines of code for a card reader, or even tickets, or even tokens.
How much time do you get for $1?
That's a good question. We have options for the operators in the arcade. We have 75 cents, $1. You can adjust the amount. We also have the time that's adjustable: 6 minutes, 8 minutes, 10 minutes. It has some flexibility in it. So it depends what you want to charge. You could even charge 50 cents, but only give out 5 minutes if you wanted to.
And that's where you plan on marketing this? What's your plan for it?
Well, this particular model I think is best served for the arcades. The younger teenagers that go to the Dave & Buster's and the main events and the places like that haven't seen a tornado table per se, I think they would play on this, and we might have a whole new group coming in of teenagers. I don't think this is the type of table that will compete in the market Tornado currently serves, but it wasn't designed to.
This is primarily a vending machine, not a sports equipment, so to speak.
Well, it's vending, but it is a sports equipment too. We all know foosball is sport, but it's not a mechanical, coin-operated foosball table. It's definitely an arcade style. But we'll sell it to the home if anybody wants one too. Some people may want this for their home.
Yeah, but do you have any idea what you might sell it for?
Well, I posted a price, but it's going to possibly change because we have to put these on the arcades and test them and see what type of revenue they bring in, and then the price may fluctuate just a little bit. But it's over $3,000 if you add the light and the stands and everything. It's a little high, but it's a good quality table, I think.
What now? Can you tell me about the men and the foot?
Well, sure. I designed this man from scratch. You notice the X for the XFoos. And we looked at the way some of the men have been breaking on the current tables, so we made a dorsal piece all the way through. Notice there's no hole through this man. It's solid. And I've cut these in half. Actually, they're molded very correctly. So it was an original design, and I tried quite a few feet. And I'll tell you, it's not quite pleasing in a couple minute respects, but we still have a little to work on it with. But it toes good, you pull shots, kick shots, it plays very well.
Have you noticed any issues with the seam on the side of the foot causing the ball to go off in a different direction?
No, you'll see on the videos last night that hardly, you mean off the table? Not even a ball left the table?
No, not off the table. When you're tic-tacking between men?
No. Somebody else brought that up, and this little seam causes a problem, and I want to talk to that person because you can't really even feel it. You're talking about the party line?
Yes, sir.
Oh, no. That's a non-issue as far as I'm concerned.
And it's got hollow rods, huh? It looks like it might have solid rods, but this cap on there, but they're actually hollow, aren't they?
These are hollow rods, correct.
And what's this rubber?
It's a typical rubber handles, a little softer than what Tornado uses actually. I like it a lot better.
I like them too. I don't normally use a grip because my hands don't sweat, but this seems good. Seems like you get a good solid grip on it, and no slip. I'm wondering how long they would, how well they would wear over time.
I don't know, and we're going to have to test that. You're making a good point. I don't know, but I get them from a very reputable company, and they've been around for a long time, so I'm taking their word that they have a good product. But we might mold our own in the future. I am getting these from another company, but possibly we'll do some R&D. But you can spend years making the best handle in the world, and that's not where I'm going to focus right now.
Where your main focus is getting this out there in the arcades and places where kids are playing.
Yes.
To really get more people into the sport. Make a buck or two here and there, but that's always nice. Well, thanks a bunch, Steve, for letting us come out and take a look at your table. It's good looking. I've had the opportunity to hit a few shots on it, and I liked it. And I think that if there's any improvements it needs, there aren't very many at all. And looking forward to seeing it on the market.
All right, thank you.
Good luck, Steve. XFoos.